from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken it.
Uh-oh. I want to see you in powerful play, low-key.
And that's the 25-yard line.
Come on, man. Y'all got to do it. Yeah.
Black 20. Right there, 54 line. Here we go, G. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Switch, back.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
What good side is that? I know, I seen him on when he...
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, let go. Check easy.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
I'm going to try
so
you.
the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd
down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs.
I'm going to try his ass.
Defense's chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
I see where you play. He's scared.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Wilson to throw. And right away he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Sling, both of them. Kill. One day. Kill.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Toss play, Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Get ready. Get ready.
I'll quit. I'll quit this motherfucker. That's it. I figured shit. Damn it. Man, okay, man. Y'all play, man. I want to see y'all play. That's what I want to see. Yeah, that's why I wasn't playing the other game before, because he was doing the same thing. I was like, shit, I wasn't playing that game. I'll give you that. Yeah, no, when he had me 7-0, and I, you know what I'm saying, I just let the game, just went ahead and played on that. And then he come back at the last minute when he heard y'all talking. I was like, shit, I'll give you that game. Oh, just hold a minute, man. I might give me one more game in with 2 power. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Hey, so I count that as he gave me one, I gave him one. What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple. Broken trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Somebody got mail. Even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Somebody got mail. Focus on your position. Just know your spot. Sure don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. Yeah, shit. I will be able to play 2 games. Straight in the damn row. Then he want to get what's called, and he stopped playing. I'm like, man, shit, I can't play like this. Then he want to come and try to play at the last minute when I'm letting shit just go by itself. We just talking. I'm like,
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA.
You know he was going to lose that
This
damn
was
game.
the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Fielded about a yard deep.
You'll find out.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Night-night. Night-night. You going night-night.
180.
I'm telling you going night-night.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner.
That's all you got.
No gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On the run is Conner. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Conner. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Conner.
Nah. Let it hold his out, man. I got this motherfucker here.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Trying to play a chess match.
Ready, blue 80.
Defense on serious.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
26, 21. Hey, box truck.
Defense on serious, man. These motherfuckers,
into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup.
Come on, man. Hell no. Man, hold my man back.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
26 months. Check. 51, sub. 39.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start the drive with Connor, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On second down, it's Connor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Check.
On third down, Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger.
Come on, man.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch the run. Check 52. Bravo. Check 52. Snickers, now spin. No.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part at getting the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He's checking crack.
They start with a give to Connor. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got you. let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On second and a yard, Roethlisberger looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a toss. This is Connor. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. On second down, it's Connor, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run forward with Connor, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a first down following a gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, Connor. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. On second down now, it's Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We got this. Alert.
They'll run on first down. Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Easy.
On second down, it's Connor, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Come on, man.
Good job there creating the contact to force incompletion.
Fucking bullshit.
Now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Fitzpatrick, where you at? Fitzpatrick, where you at?
The gun, it's Ryan.
Fitzpatrick, where you at?
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to take
come on, man.
He's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Jones.
Oh, man.
As time expires in the first half, and the Falcons push further out in front.
That's a hurdle.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul.
That's a hurdle there,
first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well.
My defense ain't weak. Man, they weak that time.
Fielded at the 2.
Get back to him. Get back to him.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
There you go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
There you go.
Off by Bud Dupree. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Connor on the toss left side.
Come on, man.
Goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 1st down, Connor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, now, 180. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Jack 15. Chuck. Hey, alert.
Roethlisberger.
Damn, motherfucker.
Top by Keanu Neal. And a big turn.
You gotta try to get my running back, right?
Guys will get the football back.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught by Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
Look at that shit.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check 4. Check. Lucky.
from the shotgun. Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
11. Hey, Tuesday. Pilot, 64, weak. Big X. 49, check 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Ryan. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. He's got room to run past the 20. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Again, it's Conner. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is intercepted.
I thought he was going to overrun him. I thought he was going to overrun that motherfucker. I said, damn, the man stayed with him.
Being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, Alpha.
Bang back to him. Bang back to him.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
All that block.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Defense something serious. Told you that.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Don't try to run. Oh,
the Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, here we go. Tight go.
Ryan wants to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is
come on, man.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 2nd and 15 now.
Bam, there he goes.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 85 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Connor going to try and run it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here.
Damn! Fucking son of a bitch! Damn, you got him.
It's Desmond Trufant.
Damn! Oh, come on, man.
Time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's
I'm
looking
trying to
like
go
they're
for the
going to
win.
just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Damn. Fuck.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
20.
Ryan to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete.
That did it right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there.
You got 25. I fucked
now
up.
The Falcons going to use one
I tried to go
of
for the
their
gusto.
timeouts. It's just their
Try to
first.
catch
They've
you
got
slipping.
2 more to use here in the final stages.
But I brought that motherfucker back, though.
26, Mike. 26. Swing. Go. Got it. 26, Mike. 26. 54. Down.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And here come the whistles and a timeout.
Trying to get in front of that man.
7
That
seconds
motherfucker
left. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Blue draw quarter. 26 Mike. Here we go. 51, down. 80 weapons.
Here's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the
Hey. Man, I can't wait till I'm off work. Man, you go with that.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Yeah, I got to go right now, though. You got. Yeah, you got. Yeah, I'm going to do that soon as I get off. I'm going to do that motherfucker. Nah.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
That's it. Okay,
so time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we...
That was a good game, though. Come back, start to win that motherfucker.